The strong smell of many glues comes from the solvent, which evaporates when exposed to air. Some glues use a water as a solvent, but others use chemicals that can be harmful to inhale. Therefore, do not smell glue. It can damage or be harmful to your health. Glues with 2 or more components that chemically react instead of just drying can create stronger bonds. Both adhesive and cohesive bonds of glue are strong, but the drying process makes them irreversible. That means it cannot be undone. This is why if a glued surface is broken after it dries, it cannot be reattached without new glue. By contrast, when tape is applied to a surface, it forms weaker reversible bonds. So, you can peel a piece of tape off a surface and use it again. These weak bonds, called van der Waals forces, can occur between any two materials, but only if they are extremely close together, closer than the naked eye can see. Tape usually consists of a backing coated with a combination of rubber or rubber-like stretchy component and a compound called a tackifier. What is a tackifier? That is the sticky component. A tape's stickiness is determined by the proportion of elastic component and tackifier. The thickness of adhesive spread onto the backing and the type of backing material. No chemical reaction occurs when tape is pressed onto a surface. Instead, the soft adhesive flows into the cracks and grooves of the surface. This ability to slide into cracks and then stay in place is called viscoelasticity. One of the viscoelastic adhesive fills these microscopic holes. It is close enough to form van der Waals forces. So, the question is, what is the world's strongest adhesive? Well, there is no answer. In terms of absolute strength of adhesive bonds, glue is stronger than tape. But no single adhesive works well in all circumstances. Of the glues, cyanarclates or superglues may form the strongest bonds, but two-component glues have much higher resistance to heat and sharing, and and are compatible with a wider range of surfaces. So, if you wanted to dangle a very heavy anvil in the air, super glue might be your best bet. But if you're doing so over an active volcano, you would want a two-component glue instead. And in order to work at all, glues need enough real estate where surfaces touch. If, for some reason, you wanted to make a chain of bowling balls, duct tape would be better. Engineers weigh similar, if less silly, factors all the time. Choosing the right glue to withstand the heat inside an engine can be a matter of life and death. And even though the strength of duct tape's adhesive bonds cannot compete with those of two-component glues, tape does have an advantage of instantaneous stickiness in an emergency. Instantaneous means something happens right away or super quickly. Glue may be necessary to get a rocket to space, but when it comes to repairs in outer space, stick to duct tape. Why? Because liquid glues do not work in zero gravity. Okay, well, good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to the video today. I hope you learned something. I hope it was useful. And take care. See you next time. Goodbye.